A 9-year-old boy is scrubbing toilets every single day. Not at home, not as punishment, at a school in the middle of rural Kentucky, thousands of miles away from his family, while bigger kids threaten him with knives, call him names, and make his life a nightmare. Nobody looks at that boy and thinks, he's going to build the most valuable company on the planet. But that's exactly what Jensen Huang did, and this is how he did it. Jensen Huang was born in 1963 in Taiwan. His family wasn't rich, they weren't powerful. His dad was an engineer at an oil refinery. His mum was a school teacher. Normal people, ordinary life. But his parents had one dream: to give their sons a shot at something better. So every single morning, Jensen's mother would open a dictionary, randomly, and pick out 10 English words. And she'd make her boys memorize them. 10 words a day, every day. That's the kind of family Jensen came from. Disciplined, focused, always preparing for a future they couldn't even see yet. When Jensen was 5, the family moved to Thailand. His father was chasing work. The Vietnam War was spreading fear across the region. Life wasn't easy. So when Jensen was just 9 years old, his parents made an incredibly tough decision. They sent Jensen and his brother to live with their uncle in America, while they stayed behind in Thailand. 9 years old, a foreign country, no parents. But it gets worse. His uncle, trying to do the right thing, enrolled them in a boarding school in Oneida, Kentucky. He thought it was a prestigious school, a good opportunity. It wasn't. It was a reform school for troubled kids. Jensen Huang, a quiet, innocent kid from Taiwan, was now surrounded by students who had been sent there as punishment. And every single day, his job was to clean the toilets in the dorm. His brother worked on a tobacco farm. They were bullied, threatened, called names no child should ever have to hear. Most people would break. Jensen didn't. A couple of years later, Jensen's parents finally made it to America. They discovered what was happening, pulled their kids out immediately. The family settled in Oregon, and Jensen, this same kid who had survived things most adults never will, started rebuilding. He threw himself into school. He skipped 2 grades. He became one of the best junior table tennis players in the entire country, ranked nationally. And then he got a job at Denny's, washing dishes, bussing tables, serving food to strangers. Jensen Huang, future billionaire, scrubbing plates at a diner. But here's what's interesting. He's talked about this job for years, because Denny's taught him something school never could: how to perform under pressure. During rush hour, when every table is full and customers are yelling and the kitchen is chaos, Jensen stayed calm. His heart rate actually dropped. He got sharper. That ability to get better when things get harder would define everything that came next. He went to Oregon State University, studied electrical engineering, met a girl named Lori in his engineering lab, married her, then Stanford, master's degree, one of the best universities in the world. He worked at AMD, then at a company called LSI Logic, where he climbed all the way up to division manager. By his late 20s, Jensen Huang had gone from scrubbing toilets in Kentucky to sitting in Silicon Valley boardrooms. But he wanted more. 1993. Jensen is 30 years old. He sits down at a Denny's restaurant, the same chain where he once washed dishes, with 2 friends, Chris Malachowski and Curtis Preem. Both engineers, both visionaries. And over coffee, they make a decision that will change the world. They're going to start a company. The idea? Build chips that make computer graphics faster, better, more powerful, specifically for video games. They start with $40,000. That's it. $40,000 to take on an entire industry. They call the company Nvidia. The early years were brutal. The company nearly died multiple times. Competitors were faster, bigger, better funded. At one point, they bet the entire company on a single product, and it flopped badly. Jensen had to lay off staff. He had to make impossible choices, but he never quit.
Nvidia survived. Then it grew. Then it dominated. In 1999, they went public. When the stock hit $100 a share, Jensen did something classic. He got the Nvidia logo tattooed on his shoulder. But nobody, not even Jensen, could have predicted what was coming next. You see, Jensen had a theory. GPUs, the chips Nvidia built for games, weren't just good at making graphics look pretty. They were incredibly good at doing thousands of calculations at the same time. And that ability? That's exactly what artificial intelligence needs. Training an AI model is basically millions of math problems happening all at once, and Nvidia's chips could handle that better than anything else on Earth. The world caught up slowly, then all at once. ChatGPT launched. The AI boom exploded. Every tech company on the planet was suddenly desperate for one thing: Nvidia chips. Jensen Huang, the boy who cleaned toilets, who washed dishes at Denny's, who bet everything on a chip nobody believed in, was suddenly the most important man in tech. In October 2025, Nvidia became the first company in history to hit a $5 trillion market cap. $5 trillion. Here's what Jensen's story really teaches us. The world will underestimate you. It will put you in the wrong place, give you the wrong start, make things hard for no reason. But preparation doesn't stop because life is unfair. Jensen's mother taught him 10 words a day. He cleaned toilets without complaining. He flipped burgers at Denny's and learned to stay calm under pressure. Every single struggle built the man, and that man built Nvidia. The boy nobody saw coming built the company that's powering the future. If that's not a story worth telling, I don't know what is.